Greetings from Dystopia, episode 110, Lazy. I woke up this morning and just not feeling it today. I think I laid in bed till 7:30 or so. I got up and, I woke up around 6:30. So I got up, went to the bathroom, went back, got in bed, and just laid there. And I looked at Facebook, checked email, just laid there. Didn't feel like doing anything. Didn't have my first cup of coffee till I got up at 7:30. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do today. Trying to figure out somewhere to just go hang out. I threw another Zimmer-built bag that I have, a sling, in the van. Division? Yeah, Division. So, if I can find a nice park to go sit at, I might put all of my fixed line stuff in that bag. Or I might just go for a walk and go home. Yeah, I really hate days like this. Fortunately, I don't get like this too often, but yeah, it's just I have no energy to do anything other than sit and, like this, drive or talk. And admittedly, sometimes those are the best days, it's a good recharge day. Well, I have let's spin you guys around. Let's try, oops, wrong way. There we go. I have a bench I can sit at. So, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to turn you this way. Looks like we got rain moving in. Go check the weather radar. I know it's supposed to rain this evening with chance of severe. Area map. Yeah, we have a large front just north of us. And it's moving in this direction. So, let me get you guys on a tripod and we'll go sit at the table. See, I'll use my clamp, I think. Yeah, I'll use the clamp. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so I was going to sit down and transfer stuff between these packs. And as I get everything out and get it on the table, somebody in the neighborhood behind here, right? The house is lined up with where I was sitting, starts blasting the Scorpions. Now, I don't mind the Scorpions. I love the Scorpions, in fact. But I can't record video with that music playing in the background. Otherwise, I'll get popped with a takedown notice on YouTube. And I just got a weather notification of rain in 14 minutes. So it's kind of in fitting with my mood today that would happen. It's just like, seriously? All right, let me go see what I can find somewhere else. Well, maybe that shows you a little bit of what's heading our way. Oh well. I'm kind of thinking today wasn't meant to be. Alright, I'll go up here and I'm going to find a park. I'm looking at one on the map, but if I remember right, it is a little neighborhood park. Yep, I just drove past it. It's a little, subdivision park with a swing, and now I'm passing that neighborhood that I went looking for water before, and it's in the middle of this neighborhood right here on this turn. And there's signs everywhere that says no fishing. It's looking pretty wicked over that way. Something wicked this way comes, I guess. Well, crap. Butterfly Park it is. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's the closest park. So, yep, Butterfly Park it is. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but straight in front of me there you can see a great egret flying. I think it's a great egret. Looks like one. But there's a big white bird contrasting against the background. There he is. Pretty high contrast. Alright, well that's actually starting to look pretty mean the more I look at it. It's a rolling shelf cloud off to the west here. There's a lot of upper disturbance too. Yikes. I think I'm going to pull out to the west here instead of going to the park. We'll pull out somewhere west a little bit and set up for a time lapse. Try and keep the camera forward so that you can see the edge of this front. It's over there to the right. Let me just get up past this next stop sign. It's starting to look like a derecho that's not fully formed. So you can kind of see the line of that shelf. And the other cool thing is this disturbance that's to the right here, which I'm not sure if I can. Yep, that's it right there. Just off of the center. It's very pillowy. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go up here somewhere and set up. Just in the car. In fact, I'll clean the window now while I'm thinking of it. See if we can't do a time lapse and catch some of this rain coming in. I think that might be kind of cool. I can see rain falling to the northwest. But now I need a little spot where I can pull off, turn north, not be in anybody's way. That's always the tough spot with surfing these roads, especially when you want to do a time lapse. See, that would have been a pretty shot right there, but we're on this road where a couple weeks ago I showed you they were deepening the ditch back behind us. That's not good enough. But there's a shot where there's a little creek running through, and the creek is in the angle that the storm is coming. So that would have made a really neat view. Need to carry a little scrubby squeegee in the car, clean the windows. to get bugs off. Especially when I want to go do something like this. It actually looks like the shelf is falling apart, but there's definitely rain back behind it. You can just see sheets of rain. So I'm looking for somewhere to stop. Alright, let me get set up and I'll come back to you guys. And they have freshly graveled this road. Let me take a look over there. That's what I'm trying to get lined up for. The rain right now is just even with the trees on the horizon where it's falling. So let me get set up here. Okay, well that turned out to be an interesting idea. I'm only doing about 22 miles an hour. So I'll just shut up and let the rain speak for itself. Because of the polarizer and the neutral density filter, it doesn't look like the rain's that thick. But I hope the audio shows you that it is. Got a little lightning in it too now. Occasionally I'm hearing a louder click like grapple or small hail, but it's not, much at all. It's just little single hits. All these cycle riders, they're in for, they got the rude surprise. I knew we had rain coming, but I didn't think it would be this heavy. And that's not the way the forecast looked either. The heavy stuff wasn't supposed to be till this evening. Well, I definitely don't need to water the plants today. More lightning. Yeah, the visibility's down to nothing hardly. The camera doesn't, it's not a very accurate representation. I've got not even 6 telephone poles, so whatever the spacing is here, 300 feet. Alright, so I just pulled up the radar. The heavier spot is almost past me. It's heading south-southeast. So at this next intersection, I'm going to make a right turn, head back towards it. Well, I have to go home anyway, so. It's patchy flooding already, just in that little short downflow. I'm not sure even if you could hear me during the heaviest part. It was coming down hard. And it makes sense. I'll take a picture here with my phone of the radar. You'll see the little red triangle is my vehicle and direction of travel. And I have another squall line behind me. So it makes sense you would get that downrush of air on the leading edge of that squall. I'm going to turn down, well, I don't have a choice right here, but yeah, I'm going to go down Ridge Road. I don't know if you can hear that grapple or not, but let's try this road here. Yikes. What would be nice is at the top of this little hill, if there was a pull-off long enough that I can turn and face north. You can see just over this way. Still got the sun out back down that way. Oh, here's a little turn in. Is it big enough for me to fit in? Yeah, pretty well. And it's not too soft either. All right. So right now that cell, trying to orient myself to the radar. If you can see, I think you can see that water tower. Looks like it, yeah. So there's a line of trees straight out in front. You can see a clump of 3. Looking at the radar, it is just to the right of those trees, but about a mile away. Okay, well, it petered out. It went just east of me, just to the right. Exactly how it was on the radar, but it dropped out. It went back from heavy red down to yellow, so it's just a light rain. So let's head back. Some more this way. I'll do a time lapse for a few minutes here, or a minute. Well, now that turned out to be an interesting drive. I was surprised how heavy that came down for a little bit. The weather and everything this morning didn't make it out to be that bad, but it came down heavy. A fair bit of flooding on some of the side streets. A little stick in the road there. I didn't want to run it over and get it caught. Did that last year up in the Driftless in Wisconsin. Kept hearing this funny noise, and it was a stick stuck up into the caliper and just held in place, rubbing on the rotor. It would just sound like I threw a bearing or something. And then finally it just flew out, but not after having gone to the dealer. But yeah. So anyways, today didn't go as planned, but I didn't feel like much of anything, so that kind of seemed rather fitting to just give up on any big plans and go for a drive. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully the hyperlapses and time lapse turned out to be something worth looking at. If not, I guess I'll have to record something at the house before I finish this up and upload it. But yep, that's it. Be good, be well, wear your masks. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.